But, man, exciting stuff. And everybody's stepping on it, right? Final qualifying. It's go time. You got to show what you got. As we are in our Lucas Oil Top Alcohol Dragster category, we have called Super Gas to the lanes. Super Gas to the staging lanes, please. We need you. We want you. Bring them up. Let's go. Super Gas.
2 quads left. And, boy, this one is an eclectic bunch, is it not? We've got a world champion, a couple of ladies, one of them who almost won a world championship, one of them who would love to chase one, and a driver making his debut.
Yeah, it just shows the great mix of folks out there that are racing in the Lucas Oil Top Alcohol Dragster category. Pretty cool stuff. Julie Nataas, lane number 1. Randy Meyer Racing. Lane number 2, that is Hunter Green. Lane 3, Jackie Fricke. Number 2 in the world 1 year ago out of Flemington, New Jersey. And Chris Demke there in lane 4. Speaking of Jackie Fricke, earlier we were talking about concerts and music and everything. Last night, Jackie, John, and Tori and Amy went to the Keith Urban concert.
That's how I knew Keith Urban was in town.
How great is
because
that?
I saw Jackie Fricke's story, and I went, really? You spent all day at the drag strip, you went to Keith Urban, you didn't even call Joe and I?
Exactly. Don't you know you're supposed to grease the announcers?
Like, you know what Joe and I were doing
Don't
last
say
night?
that out loud, Joe. Don't say that. It's a joke, obviously.
You know what Joe and I were doing last night? Eating dinner.
Yeah.
You know what we could have been doing? Eating dinner, watching Keith Urban.
Simple as that.
The heck? I thought we were cool.
But they got a little positive energy. And flying the message, you know, we were talking a little bit about Let's Roll Racing and Justin Ashley's Ukraine sentiment on the front of his car. John Fink's got something about the Ukraine on his machine for peace in the Ukraine. Simple as that. And what was kind of funny is we were talking about it, and one of his general managers came to John and said, can we do this? Some people that I know, friends, family, are in the Ukraine. They've been displaced. They're under attack. Can we do something? And John said, absolutely yes, put it on the side of the car.
That's awesome. And also, I'd like to just point out Frank Aragono Jr., who's going through some health battles right now. There's a get well sticker for him as well. We're all thinking.
Yeah, if you're out there, Frankie, we're thinking of everybody. All right, here we go. Oh, Jackie Fricke is trucking out there in lane number 3. Demke, 5:32, 1, 275.34. Everybody's stepping up. Here, Jason Galvin. Chris Demke, good enough for 4th overall. Hunter Green, continuing what has been a pretty strong debut, 5:52 over there in lane number 1. Number 2, 5:47.4 for Hunter Green in lane number 2. Jackie with a 5:43.3. Thought it was a little bit better, honestly, by the way the car was moving early. And then Demke, Peen Right machine over there in lane 4 with the run of the quad, 5:32.1. Just a couple of ticks off of Joey Severance.
And top speed of the event for Chris Demke at 275.3. So we've now seen blown cars run 275.3, 275.1, and 274.3 this round. 3 of the 4 fastest cars in this event have been of the blown version. Of course, Joe, we're at a higher altitude than normal, hence like the 905 and 1005 in the super categories. Thinner air, and when you have screw blowers on the top of the motors, it helps feed more air to the motor, make more horsepower. Kind of gives the blown cars a little bit of an edge here at the higher altitude that is Las Vegas.
Well, and also a little bit of a rule change during the off-season, nitro temperature on the A-Fuel cars. And I think, I'm sure the injected nitro guys don't like it, but they were running over the field.
Yes.
And NHRA made a bit of a change. We want to see these blower cars continue to succeed out here, and now I think that they are back. And that's going to be good for Top Alcohol Dragster.